Inside 2008, the NFL Board of Directors put forward the proposal that they would put an NFL team inside London. This is due to the recent success of NFL Wembley, which is where teams come over from America and play inside the Wembley for up to 3 games a year. This is growing a lot of stature and the attendance is growing no matter what team is playing, and it's been really great for the sport. The NFL also think that they can get a lot of money from this and are hoping that they can put a lot more NFL teams inside different countries, starting off with London. The recent rumour is that Shaheen Khan, the owner of the Jacksonville Jaguars, has put forward a bid of £800 million to put his Jacksonville Jaguars over to the UK. As well as the Mayor of London hoping that he can get a Super Bowl game inside of London inside the future. With sport growing and a lot of fan bases growing, I wanted to see what the local UK fans feel about the move. We will first be going to the Birmingham Lions, a local university team that play at the top level inside the Birmingham campus. We'll also be interviewing our expert Tom Crack.
My name's Tom, I'm a university student, journalism student as well.
Have you ever been to an NFL game at London?
Yeah, I've been to quite a couple. We had a whole team trip there this season after our training camp, so that was quite good.
In London, yeah. I went to 3 in 2015.
Yeah, we've watched them all in London. We get a really good group from the Lions go down to the London games every year. And then we have a bar that sponsors us in Selly Oak as well, so we go and watch the games there every weekend.
How was the experience? Did you enjoy it?
Yeah, it was really good. The atmosphere was great.
Yeah, I thought it was very good. It was different atmosphere to regular football here, and it was just really interesting to be a part of that culture.
Have you ever been to an NFL game inside London before?
Yeah, I've been to 7 or 8. I went to the last one at Twickenham in October with my housemates, the Vikings versus the Browns. That was amazing. My housemate actually supports the Vikings. That was brilliant. I went to watch the Colts play, which is my own personal team, a couple of years ago at Wembley. They lost, unfortunately, against the Jags, who are now amazing. And it's a really good thing. Like, you can see how much the sport's progressed when you go to a game like that. 10 years ago, 2007, Dolphins-Giants at Wembley, that was the first game. And the pitch was awful, it was muddy and horrible, and everyone was sort of complaining. Whereas now, if it's a rainy game, it's not an issue, they've sorted out as well. And obviously it's led now to them being essentially an NFL pitch at Tottenham's new ground next season. So there's huge strides in American football in this country.
How do you feel the UK fan base is growing? Obviously, you said you've been to a lot of NFL games.
Yeah, I mean, especially in the past 3 or 4 years, my housemates especially, who I live with, like, one of them is the president of the American football team, so obviously he's a fan, but the other 2, they didn't watch the sport at all until we met them, and now they're like the biggest fan. Best mates of my course, they started watching the season, now they're huge fans, they support the Dolphins and the Steelers, and it's grown so much, and like I said, with more clubs getting involved now, there's more community projects of like when players come over and visit during the summer, there's so many more things going on. Come up leaps and bounds in the past few years.
Have you ever heard about the London Monarchs, that they're trying to put a team inside of London at all?
No, I haven't.
Would you be interested if they did manage to get a team inside London to watch them play against NFL teams?
Potentially, but I don't think that'll happen with the funding and things like that.
No, I've not heard about them.
Yeah, basically they're like an expansion team died at NFL and they're supposed to be coming by 2020. I was just wondering, would you ever be interested to go and watch them?
Yeah, sure. That'd be nice.
Because obviously they're going to be playing every NFL team eventually.
That'd be awesome. It would be about time for a team to come to the UK.
The Monarchs is like an old NFL Europe team, wasn't it?
Yeah, but, they want to bring one into the UK, so they'll play permanently inside of England, and NFL teams will come and visit them. I was just wondering what you think about that.
I think it'd be great for UK-based fans to have a team like that. I think, unfortunately, I'm not sure how it would work logistically, just because of the travel time. I think it would mean there'd have to be a lot more bye weeks due to the transatlantic travel, and I think it might lead to some long road trips for the London-based team.
I mean, yeah, there's certainly a fan base here, so I think it could work, but it's just the distance. I don't think the NFL owners on the other side of the pond would like it.
The talks of the only possible London team at the moment might possibly be the Jaguars because of relocation, because they're owned by, I don't know the guy's name, but he owns Fulham as well, and he's a big reason why the NFL and Tottenham's happening as well. So they've got a ground for it now, and I think you've seen a lot of relocations the past few years of St. Louis going to LA and San Diego going to LA and Oakland are going to Las Vegas soon. There's a lot of relocations happening. Obviously the travel's a big thing, whereas obviously it's not just flying from Pittsburgh to Philadelphia, it's London to Seattle or London to Washington. It's huge distances to travel, so you've got the sort of logistics things there. Guys living in America moving to London is a big thing, so it's not the same really as a relocation process in America, but I think it can happen. We've got the fan base for it, everyone wants a team here, and like I said, you go to those London games at Twickenham and the crowd reactions, regardless of whatever team is playing, everyone still goes absolutely nuts. So I think we've got the fans for it, we've got the facilities for it, but it's whether a team wants to commit to that, because like I said, the travel and I think the commitment for players is the toughest thing they have to sort out.
Gathering information from very reliable sources, I feel like there is a lot of diversity and difference on whether NFL should move a team inside of London. Obviously with Saki Khan trying to move a team over, why is it that they're trying to rush it so quick? The NFL has actually got a lot of problems in the last few years, with the main one being the attendance record, which has been dropping recently. It only seems like the sport is getting worse, with the stature of the other American sports such as the NBA, the MLB and the NHL rising in stature. The sport future looks very dull. This is why they're trying to move a team over to London. However, one of the main issues on why this is dropping is because of the Colin Kaepernick and the Donald Trump saga that is happening right now, and has been happening for the past 2 years. After Colin Kaepernick decided to take a knee, Donald Trump decided that he was blasted. With many players seeing this and taking part of it, it has cost Colin Kaepernick his job. As well as being an activist now, he is a very good football player. With many people disagreeing with this, however, I would like to go into detail and to see what people really think about it, as various people still disagree on this very subject. How much do you know about the Colin Kaepernick situation, his decision to take a knee for his rights?
That's actually quite fun. I'm actually writing my dissertation on that, so it's it's definitely an important issue. Obviously, because it's you've seen the effect that that's had in America. But yeah, it's interesting kind of seeing how much that's actually picked on here, because there aren't many, like other sporting protests and stuff, never really, I think, have had as much of an impact across the country in the same sport as that may necessarily has.
I believe he's standing up for a cause that he believes in. There's no issue for it, but it's a situation that's very divided the country, so I believe he can do and protest for what he wants.
I mean, I completely support it. Like, it's an important issue he's protesting about. He was doing it peacefully. Like, there's literally no problem with it.
So have you heard about the Colin Kaepernick situation?
Yeah, I heard about it, yeah.
Do you have any opinions on it? What do you feel about the situation?
My opinion of it is I think it's a good thing to do, because obviously it's quite a horrible thing in which the way African American men are treated, or women are treated in that country. Considering it's 2018, they've already had a black president. It's quite shocking to see people come out and disregard it, and Colin Kaepernick essentially is out of a job now in terms of American football. He's a much bigger guy in terms of an activist, which is fantastic to see. And they got a huge thing, like Jerry Jones, the Dallas Cowboys owner, actually kneeled with his players in a game, which is quite an amazing thing. And it sort of filtered out in the end, but I think it was a great thing to see, because obviously so many people got involved, and may it continue, because I think NFL, with the exception of NBA, is the biggest platform sport-wise in America. So of all places to do it, it's the best place.
How do you feel like Donald Trump's comments on it? Obviously, he called some of the players some of the bitches for taking the knee, and he called the NFL a players' league now.
I don't know, man. I mean, Trump's a funny guy. Yeah, I'm not really into politics, so I don't want to say anything about the current situation. But yeah, I'm on the NFL players' side on this one.
He got Donald Trump's stamp for it, calling players sort of bitches and saying it's a players' league.
What Kaepernick was initially protesting, perhaps the mistreatment of minority citizens in America, is about, I think it's been co-opted into perhaps a broader political movement.
What do you feel about his comments or what he's been saying?
Well, he's just a bit of a buffoon, isn't he? I mean, you've got the First Amendment in his country's Bill of Rights is freedom of speech and freedom of expression, which is exactly what those guys are doing. So regardless of how he may feel about it, he can't protest it because they have the right to do that. If it's something he doesn't agree with, then he's a politician, and he's going to find a lot of people who don't agree with his opinion, like Colin Kaepernick and a lot of other guys in the league who don't agree with how he's running his country. I mean, Kaepernick did it before Trump was even in office, so it's not like it was just him, but I mean, he's just facilitating everyone's hatred of how black people are treated in America.
After doing this documentary, I feel that now we've got a lot more opinions on what UK fans feel about the potential NFL UK franchise going to London. Even though the question still stands on whether a NFL UK team is just a popularity stunt to raise the profile of the NFL, we will not know. We may only know inside of 2020 if a team comes to the UK. This is really important, and I feel that this is a very important issue and made a lot of progress today. I'd like to thank the Birmingham Lions and Tom Crack for answering our questions. However, the question still stands on whether a UK team should be held. With the issue still going along today, I feel that this is a really important issue and that people should take very serious note of an NFL team coming to London and whether it is a good situation or not. You may make your own opinion. However, Before we did this, we did conduct our own research with 149 of 150 people saying that they had attended an NFL game, with them still saying that they would not want a team inside of London. I believe this is because they still love the game, and that to bring an NFL franchise to London, some people still feel would ruin the spirit of the game and would be hard on the athletes. Whether or not you agree with this is what people still believe, but the session still stands on the NFL front. If the NFL still put a team inside London, there's still going to be fans who attend the game. If it's still going to be a money scam, we do not know how much the ticket's going to cost. What we do know is that a team inside London would be great, and I do know that all the fans will still go there.